Welcome back, everybody. So, Honest Trailers, one of my favourite channels on YouTube, and I do love their videos a hell of a lot, have done the Justice League. This was only going to be a matter of time before they did this. And I'm not 100% sure whether I want to react to this, to be fair, because I actually generally do like the Justice League movie. So I'm not actually going to say too much until after I've seen this video. So, and it's quite a fair bit long. Well, it's not longer than some of their other videos. It's longer than some of their other videos, let me put it like that. So, I'm going to get into this and press play. This should be interesting.
Somewhere between the awful Suicide Squad and the excellent Wonder Woman, a new DC movie will get it sorted down the middle. But when the best comic book characters ever unite for a film that's just okay, you blew it! Again! Ah! How does this keep happening? Justice League. In the midst of a production beset by tragedy, Warner Brothers bravely forged ahead so executives could keep their bonuses, mixing Zack Snyder's trademark gloom with the optimism of Joss Whedon and the priorities of Brett Ratner's production company.
Oof, you're gorgeous.
That results in its own signature blend of orange. Lots and lots of orange. Man, I wish they released the Snyder Cut. Also, man, I wish the Snyder Cut wasn't a made-up fanboy pipe dream. Witness a film that looks like it's being rendered right before your eyes, where this CGI villain steals these CGI boxes from their CGI hiding places, uniting the CGI heroes in a big CGI fight on a CGI battlefield until the CGI hero merges with this CGI box, while the CGI villain gets punched in the mouth by the hero with a mouth made out of CGI.
Yes, ma'am.
Ugh, that just looks wrong. Meet the Justice League, a bunch of sad losers.
I want to be left alone.
If you stay up here brooding
I'm processing. Well, I wouldn't count on the tribes of men.
I need friends.
Who occasionally make jokes now.
Dostoevsky!
There's Wonder Woman, the three-dimensional hero turned into girl hung up on her ex.
I lost someone I loved.
I once knew a man who would have loved to fly it. When it's your fault, they're all Steve Trevor.
Poseidon, king of the Broshan.
My man!
Cyborg, who's there.
booyah.
Spider-Man, who in this movie goes by the Flash. Superman, and... God, mouth is so distracting. Poor Henry Cavill worked out for months for this role, but all I can look at is weird fake baby mouth. They really couldn't just shave his mustache, or grow a beard, or, you know, delay the movie? And of course, the Batman. He may not be that tough. Or that smart.
So your genius move is dying.
Or that careful with his secret identity.
Dressed like a bat.
You're out of your mind, Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
You're the Batman?
As a bat signal, that's your... Oh, sorry. That's your signal.
But... Wait, there's no but? That's a shame. He was the best part of the last one. Prepare for the arrival of Steppenwolf, DC's scariest horn-helmeted minor god villain with a giant bladed weapon since the movie right before this one. He's got a generic look, a generic motivation.
He lived only to conquer.
And super generic dialogue.
Find the last one. Its power will cleanse this world. You're all too weak to see the truth. I am the end of worlds.
But no character since Buster Bluth has ever been this much of a mother lover.
Mother, I know, mother. Praise to the mother. I see, mother.
What the hell is that?
These are my words, Mother. From Army.
How is it possible they ripped off everything from the Avengers except the good villain? Come on, Joss. It's not stealing if you do it from yourself. After all the intricate plotting of Batman v Superman, check out a sequel that says, whoops, never mind, pretending Batman knew Clark Kent for more than 15 minutes.
The team needs Clark.
Pretending the world didn't hate Superman before he died.
So much bitterness. Of course I think it's all because he's gone.
And pretending that bizarre Flash nightmare sequence never happened.
Too soon! You have to fire us!
I mean, that was clearly meant for when this movie was going to be a two-parter, right? So where the Avengers felt like the end of the beginning for the MCU, experience DC's big team-up movie that just kind of feels like the end. where they emptied out their Easter egg cupboard, united all their biggest superheroes, and tried everything they could to make it look like they still cared.
You know you can't do this forever.
I can barely do it now.
It's a shame, too. They were just starting to take some real steps toward heroism.
Save one. What? Save one person.
Okay, baby steps. Starring a wad of tinfoil scrunched around a laser pointer, Jason Momoa, the Dark Night Owl, the DCEU Hunger Games champion, Super Side-Eye, the voice of Warner Brothers.
We might not have thought this through.
Deathpool. Deadstroke. Smashed Mouth. Spider Car, does whatever a spider car does. Oh, Miles Dyson, when will you learn? Mike
I knew
Pence.
that was coming.
I know, Mother.
Speeder Parker. And they recast Luther? Yay!
Care for a glass of Goudet Diamant?
Aww. And not starring. Trailer shots and scenes that weren't in the final movie. Aquaman consumed by water. Cyborg as a human in a Letterman jacket. The I didn't think you were real scene.
Didn't think you were real.
I'm real when it's useful.
Cyborg fighting a tank and talking to a cop.
You should probably move.
Flash fighting a parademon. Cyborg as a human playing football. The original blue color palette end sequence.
Yep.
Bruce looking at holographic Superman. Barry breaking glass.
Yep.
Alfred talking to a mysterious visitor.
You said you'd come.
Which is
And Lois and
Superman,
Clark
that's-
discussing their engagement.
I'll take that as a yes.
What?
Warner Brothers presents Joss Whedon, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Part 1 of 1.
And it's looking that way at the moment.
So, why does everyone in this movie have super smelling?
Fear. I can smell it.
The demons must have caught the scent of a mother box.
The scent is on you.
You could smell a story.
You recognize that smell?
You smell good.
Did I not before?
Nito Burrito. Dude, my hammer just got nailed. Elon Musk will create Skynet. Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Who am I to disagree? I cheddar the world in a feta cheese. Everybody's looking for Stilton.
Right. I hate to say this. Even though I did enjoy the Justice League, I did say in my review that there are problems with this movie. I didn't go into depth in my review with this movie because I literally just got out the cinema and I was actually I was like really enjoying it. It wasn't until after I watched it again. I've watched it a couple of times since I've actually been to the cinema to see it, where you actually start seeing the inconsistencies of this movie. This 6-minute video basically just nailed it on the head on all of them. It really did. The biggest one was, like they said in this, the scenes that are in the trailer which are not in the movie. That's a big bugbear for me. It really is. What I saw on the trailers is not a completely different film, but they really did need to be in there a lot. I mean, the colouring, like they said in this, in certain scenes would change dramatically. Once again, as you saw in this, you saw that in the trailers and compared to the movie. I do not dislike the Justice League movie. I really don't. But here's the thing. If the DCEU are going to get anywhere, or want to get anywhere, they have to slow this down a bit, to be fair. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed Man of Steel. In fact, somebody's actually asked me to do a review on Man of Steel, even though it came out years ago, which I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And the same person asked me to do Batman vs Superman. Now, I generally like Batman vs Superman. I like the darkness and the grittiness to Batman vs Superman as well. I generally did like the movie. I like the director's cut better, I admit, because it filled in some gaps. And then it got to the Justice League. Now, I was superly hyped. Even when they announced the first day of filming. I'm waiting for the trailers, or the first trailer to come out, that Comic-Con trailer that they released, which they didn't have they didn't have a lot of footage, to be fair, to release it. That really just got me into the cinema. It filled me with a lot of hope that this movie was going to be really good. Like I said, when I went to the cinema, I actually really did enjoy this movie. There's such a lot it did feel very rushed. Very, very rushed. And I know the reasons why this was rushed and all that kind of stuff. I don't even have to go into depth for these reasons. But generally, there is meant to be 2 parts to the Justice League, and at this moment I can only see there being just this one for the time being, because they really, the directors of Warner Brothers, I did my rant on this last week, on a video last week, really need to sit down and slow this shit down a little bit, because Wonder Woman was a fantastic film, well made, probably one of the best movies I saw last year. So they really need us to sit down, take a step back, get this right, because I can understand the people that did not like I can understand all the people that didn't like the Justice League. I can understand their views on this quite a lot, and it did create quite a lot of, I wouldn't want to say hatred, but it was borderline hatred. But this is the thing, I just want it to do well. Okay, I really do. You know, generally, I love the DC universe. I really do. But if you want me to, I just think, I've said this so many times, I just need to sort it out a bit. That's all I'm saying. And I've always said, Zack Snyder's cut should always been released, in my eyes, always. And these reshoots and the rushness and like they said, the epic amount of CGI that's in this, which is so fucking noticeable from the start of the film right to the end, whatever. Just I want them to get it right. I'm quite passionate about this, and I could go into this a lot longer. I could pick holes with the Justice League if I wanted to, but I generally did enjoy that movie. So it was a good bit of, it was a fun film, is the best way I can put it. So on that note, please tell me what you think and put that in the comments down below. I hope you have a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Please take care and goodbye.